If you're doing a full face and you're strapped for time, then this video is for you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne Simone, your new makeup bestie. In today's video, I'll be giving you a full detailed tutorial step by step and products that I use to achieve this full face in 15 minutes. This will be perfect for people going to work, going to college, or you really just want something simple but full beat. Without further yapping, let's get into the video. And you don't want to skip out on your moisturizer. And another thing that I don't want to forget is sunscreen. I always do sunscreen. These are two products that I use religiously. I honestly can't say there's a dupe for it. So if you can, I would recommend you get them. They last a really long time. These were the minis. It's the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm. This one, the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. Even though it's 15 minutes, it's supposed to last all day. I do have oily skin, so I'm adding the water serum first, right in my T-zone, and this helps to eliminate any oils that might seep through. I've laid down the water powdered serum. I'm going to go ahead and use the blurring balm, and just the same right in my T-zones because this face is going to last all day. For my brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the Brow Freeze. It's a oldie but goodie for me. There's so many different ones that you can get. NYX has a very good one. The Brow Glue, NYX has one, but there are a few that you can get at the drugstore brands. So, and to help speed up the time, just make sure that your eyebrows are groomed. So that's it basically for me. Eyebrows are already shaped. I'm just gonna use a brow pen. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen, and this is in the shade Espresso. So I just like to extend the tip of my eyebrow just a little bit, and just to fill in anywhere that might be sparse, because I was a little too razor happy when I was shaving them. Okay, so even though I'm strapped for time, never be like me. I'm actually trying some new products. I'm using the the Tear Tear Mask Fit AI Filter Cushion. This is in the shade 43N Deep Cocoa. This is the puff that it comes with, and this is what it looks like. So because we're doing a pretty quick face today, I'm not doing any color correcting because I'm also testing this to see how well it balances out my skin tone, because it's supposed to give it's supposed to give full coverage, and it's definitely giving that, but it's definitely lightweight and it's not supposed to oxidize. So I did already moisturize, prime, and I'm not doing any color correcting. And because we're trying to do a 15-minute face, I'm actually not going to do any cream contour or cream blush, because I do want to show you can achieve a full face without actually doing all of that. Let's say full coverage, but it feels like I have nothing on my skin. It retails for $25 on Amazon. It comes in 30 shades. So I'm sure there would be a shade that you could find for $25 for a foundation. And this is what it's a cushion. It's very weird. I've never used a foundation like this, but very handy. I feel like easy to travel with. Exaggerating, this is definitely full coverage. It did cover up all the blemishes around my mouth. For my eyebrows, I am going to do a quick little cleanup. I'm using a Morphe M224 brush. It's a flat concealer brush just to outline my eyebrows, because I still want my eyebrows to be snatched. So I'm using two different shades of concealer, one that's closer to my skin tone and one a little bit lighter, just to give me that highlight. I'm not saying I want a halo eyebrow, but just for it to look, you know, snap. And with my concealer brush, just to blend the edges, just like so. The Tear Tear Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer. This is in the shade 7.3N. So obviously it's supposed to be blurring, and it's supposed to cover up dark circles. It's a creamy texture. It's supposed to cover up dark circles. So it's a balm stick. This is very fascinating. I've never seen a concealer like this. So it has a balm stick. So it has a liquid portion right here and then a balm stick. So I'm going to try out the balm portion. And this is how I conceal. Very weird. And again, this is supposed to be a quick face. I feel like this would be perfect for on the go, especially if you're strapped for time. So This is the only cream products I'm using. I'm not doing any. So that's the balm portion. This is in 73. This is in shade 7.3N. And then for the liquid portion, let's see what she's giving. Oh, pretty creamy. And again, as I said, when you're doing, if you want the best coverage out of your concealer, I would recommend that it sit for a little bit. We don't have time to sit for a little bit. So what we'll do is use a fan. So just using a little bit of blush. This is a stick, a Tear Glide. It's a Tear Mode Glider lip and blush stick. And to blend this out, I'm going to go ahead and use this brush I got from Shein. It says Hourglass. I ain't lying. It says Hourglass, but this ain't, it's giving Hourglass. So what I'm going to do is tap, 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 tap. I love a bright under eye, but I'm definitely not trying to do too much today. It is blending out seamlessly. It does feel lightweight on the skin. So I was very brave to try this product for the first time, even though I have 15 minutes to do my face, but why not? And the concealer is $16, but you get 2 for 1. So it's basically $8. And I don't want a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the liquid portion of the concealer just right here. And always remember, whenever you've put down different cream products, you want to go in with a foundation brush just to blend all the edges together. And I ain't gonna hold you to it, but this foundation is tea. We did no color correcting, and it did give full coverage. And now that I've allowed the concealer to sit for a little bit, I'm just gonna go ahead and buff it. And the idea, I'm not trying to spread it. I just wanted a little bit more coverage right here and a little more brightening. So what I'm going to do to add back color to my face is with powders. So the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. A powder puff, just like so. Scrape off the excess and buff it on the back of my hand. Ensure you blend out all the creases. And you go right in. Stretch that under eye. And go directly in with your powder puff. Same translucent powder, just a little bit to like lightly powder my face. So the face is flat right now, and the idea is to add back color. What I'm using is one of my favorite bronzers. It's the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker, and this is in shade Mocha Mami. I'm gonna use an angled fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty A507 brush. Dab it into there, and I like to kind of spread it evenly on the brush, so I just bunt it on my hand. And this is just to add color back to the face. We're already getting some color back. See? Flat color. I'm gonna use my bronzer as my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna use this to add color to my lid, windshield wiper motion, and windshield wiper. So this is a Jessopi 228 Luxe Crease brush. Windshield wiper mode, and I'm just using the bronzer as my eyeshadow. It's something I like to do, especially if I'm traveling. You don't need to be traveling with all those eyeshadow palettes. So I'm really just using this. And what I'm going to do is a little bit reverse contour, a neat trick. If you want your contour to stand out a little bit, just go in with a powder puff and go right below where you put your bronzer, and just do a little bit of a reverse contour, just like so. And then I go in with you still see the contour, and then there is some dimension and definition. And then I'm going to use the lighter shade just to diffuse the end of it. Sprays to use is the Morphe Lifeproof Continuous Setting Mist. So this is supposed to keep the face for the entire day, and we're going to drench her. Catch my breath. Then I'll go in with my fan just to speed up the drying process. So this is the final look. I hope it was very easy to follow along. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn that notification on so you never miss a future upload. Thanks for watching. See you next time.